Organic compounds. Organic chemistry is essentially the chemistry of the compounds of carbon. There are millions of compounds of carbon obtained from vegetable and animal kingdoms. Example: sugars, alcohol, indigo, urea, blood, albumin, penicillin, etc. The term organic describes all the substances grouped under the vegetable and animal kingdoms. It was believed that the compounds present in the animal body of the plants could not be obtained artificially in the laboratory, and some sort of vital force present only in living organisms was responsible for their formation. Acetic acid was synthesized by Kolbe in 1844, and this was followed by the synthesis of methane ethyl alcohol and a number of other organic compounds. At present, the number of synthesized organic compounds far exceeds those obtained from natural sources. Definition of organic compounds. Organic compounds are defined as hydrocarbons and their derivatives. Carbon has a unique ability to link successively to other carbon atoms to form chains of varying lengths and shapes. It is called catenation. This property is responsible for the presence of large number of organic compounds. Classification of organic compounds. Organic compounds are classified on the basis of their structure, properties, and uses. It can be classified as open chain or acylic compounds or aliphatic compounds, closed, or cyclic compounds. Nomenclature of organic compounds. A system of nomenclature is needed whenever a new branch of knowledge is opened up. The early chemists usually named compound on the basis of its history. For example, wood spirit was so called as it was obtained by the destructive distillation of wood. It was later on named methyl alcohol. Greek methu is equal to wine and hule is equal to wood. With the increase in the number of compounds, the International Union of Pure and Applied Chemists formulated a comprehensive and rational system of nomenclature known as IUPAC, System of Nomenclature of Organic Compounds. The trend in our present-day nomenclature is towards the adoption and use of the IUPAC system. But the common or trivial names which have been established by common usage cannot be ignored. The young chemists should master, therefore, both the systems of nomenclature. Hydrocarbons. The simplest organic compounds, made up of only carbon and hydrogen, are known as hydrocarbons. In these compounds, carbon is tetravalent and hydrogen univalent. Classification of hydrocarbons. The organic compounds are classified into two main types, namely open chain or aliphatic compounds and cyclic or aromatic compounds. Aliphatic hydrocarbons are classified into two groups depending on the types of carbon-carbon bonds. The compounds in which all the four valencies of carbon atoms are satisfied by four atoms of groups through single bond are known as saturated hydrocarbons because they cannot take up any more atoms or groups. The compounds in which carbon atoms are linked together by multiple bonds are known as unsaturated hydrocarbons. The saturated hydrocarbons are represented by the formula CnH2n plus 2, where N is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. The first member methane has the formula CH4 and the second member ethene has the formula C2H6. They are comparatively stable because of their saturated nature and therefore they are also known as paraffins. Latin param is equal to little, affinis is equal to affinity. The unsaturated hydrocarbons, alkenes, are represented by the general formula C2H2n and are known as olefins. The simplest olefin has the formula C2H4 and commonly known as ethylene. Alkenes contain one or more double bonds between carbon atoms. When two atoms form two covalent bonds with each other, implying the sharing of two pairs of electrons, they are considered to be joined by a double bond.